It is getting to be that time of year again, at least for me, where I really start reading a lot more. So I thought, why not share some of my favorite books? I will say, I have a lot of books here and I could have a lot more. I have read all of these books, so I'm just going to give you my honest review. Let's just get right in. I literally just started it. So far, I feel like I can't really rate this book because, like I said, I just started it. But my girl Colleen has never let me down. The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. Yes. All I have to say is yes. I have read this 2 times and I will probably read it again this summer. You need this in your life. Another book that's like self-help kind of book, and then I do have a lot of fiction in here, is Winning the War in Your Mind. The Last Mrs. Parrish. I will say I enjoyed it, but it took me a very long time to get into it. Once I got into it, it was good. Would I read it again? Probably not. Probably wouldn't recommend this unless you don't mind reading a book halfway until you really get into it. Kind of up to you, but I did enjoy it the second half. Layla. Oh, did this book really take me on an emotional roller coaster? It did. I would recommend it, and I really enjoyed this book, but I will say it was scary. Like, I could not read it at nighttime. I don't like scary books. I don't like scary movies, and so it was really hard for me to get into this because of the unknown. I was like very scared as to what was happening. But once you kept reading and figured out what was happening, it was not scary at all. So if I would have known the plot going into it, I don't think I would have been scared. But I really enjoyed it and I would recommend this. Verity, yes, worth the hype. That's all I have to say. I know I have a lot of Colleen Hoover in here. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. I enjoy them all. I think they're worth the hype. I have not read all of her books, but the ones that I have showed and these, Reminders of Him. Oh, Reminders of Him. If you have not read it, read it. It Ends with Us, November 9th. November 9th was like kind of confusing, but again, keep reading. Loved them all. I would recommend them all. The Woman in the Window. Again, I don't really like scary books, so it took me a long time to pick this book up, but I finally did, and I enjoyed it. This next book just has such a special place in my heart. I think everybody needs to read it, and you will just have a whole new understanding of the love and the grace of God. I love it. Okay, 2 more fiction books, and then I will end on 2 devotionals that I would recommend. The Silent Patient, yes. Worth the hype. Please get this and please read it. I will probably read this again this summer. This last book, I don't know. Oh, I didn't realize the author's face was literally on the back of the book like that. So this last book was gifted to me by my aunt, and I've never heard anybody talk about this book. It's called The Chance. And this was just the sweetest book. It was such an easy read. The story was really sweet. I think anybody would enjoy this book. I should read this again because it really is a sweet book. I don't want to give anything away, or I would tell you more. I really like it. Alrighty, I'm going to finish it with 2 devotionals that I just love and have added a lot of value to my life. You probably have seen this a lot, New Morning Mercies. I do really enjoy this. It's awesome. I would recommend it. It's a great guide because it gives you a little devotion, and then it tells you where you can go to the Bible to do further reading at the bottom. It's a great tool. Okay, this little guy. This little guy has changed my walk with the Lord completely. I got this probably 5 years ago when I was in college. I have the Emotionally Healthy Spirituality, this one, and Emotionally Healthy Relationships. I would recommend both. He even has a book I would recommend. But I have so many more books. If you want a part 2, let me know. I have so many books and recommendations that I would love to give, but this is game changing. I like it because it's actually 2 prompts a day, and it's I don't even know if it says it on here. Oh, it does. Like, it's 40 days, and so it's 2 times a day for 40 days, and you have a little prompt in the morning and a prompt in the afternoon, evening. And so I feel like it really just helps to keep Christ at the forefront of your mind all throughout the day, because it's not just a quick morning read, it's like taking him throughout the day. I just love it. It starts and ends each devotion with 2 minutes of silence, and I never practiced silence regularly before this devotion, so it's a great guide, and I would recommend it. Alright y'all, that concludes all the books for this video. I hope that you enjoyed these recommendations, and if you read any of these books, please let me know. Bye!